We have the people who have read the Third Secret of Fatima, as we mentioned, who have said that it speaks specifically about a massive apostasy that's going to be started and promoted, disseminated from the person who claims to be the very head of what people will think is the Catholic Church. He will not actually be a true head, but he'll be an anti-pope. We have the other predictions and prophecies that speak about this kind of situation happening in the last days of the world. Our opponent doesn't seem to believe, obviously, that we're in the last days of the world, or if he did believe that we're in the last days of the world, he knows, and everyone else knows, that there's a great apostasy that's going to take place at the end of the world. So he's talking about percentages and how few people believe this. Well, there are not going to be many people that really believe the truth, especially at the end of the world, as our Lord specifically states. So we have that, and also the fact that our Lord says in Matthew 7:13 that broad is the way that leadeth to hell, and many there are that go that way, and straight and narrow is the gate that leadeth to heaven, and how few there are who find it. And then we have also the predictions on the whore of Babylon, which is clearly a counterfeit Catholic Church being set up from Rome. We have the predictions in the Apocalypse about how the whore sits upon the city of seven mountains, Rome. We have the whore described as a woman and a mother. The church is described as a woman and a mother. We have the whore described as being clothed round about in purple and scarlet. And of course, we have bishops wearing purple, cardinals wearing scarlet, and clothed round about their waists in purple and scarlet. We have the whore described as having a golden cup in her hand full of abomination and filthiness, which of course they change the ritual of the Mass and change the very words of consecration in the wine portion of the consecration, which produces a defective form, a defective intention, and therefore no consecration, and therefore no valid Masses with this Novus Ordo Mass. We have this statement by St. John that the light of the lamp shall no longer shine in the whore of Babylon, this false church, which means the sanctuary lamp and the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist. We have the statement, the voice of the pipe is no longer heard in the whore of Babylon, which is talking about the removal of the traditional Catholic liturgical music and replaced with worldly music. So we have all these. We also have the statement, the whore is drunk with the blood of the saints and martyrs, because this false ecumenism of these anti-popes and this anti-church renders absolutely meaningless all the sufferings of the saints and martyrs not to embrace false religions, where saints and martyrs throughout the history of the church went through the most horrific torments and sufferings not to compromise one slight bit of the teaching of the church. And they were killed not to compromise. Now the Vatican II sect encourages people to compromise the faith. We have the true church fleeing into the wilderness. The people who say, where's the faithful? Where's the visibility of the church? Which St. Athanasius says, even if the true church is reduced to a handful of true believers, they are the true church of Christ on earth. So you have all these statements. You have that the saints and the martyrs crying out from under the altar in the Apocalypse. Why would they be doing that? It's talking about Novus Ordo churches where the relics of martyrs are in the Catholic altars, and they're seeing these abominations being committed on these altars, and they're crying out, how long, O Lord, will you await? So it's clearly identifying the post-Vatican II sect that we have, absolutely.
And to really drive the point home and prove the point, we've cited, the actions. We got him to, we asked him whether the actions of ecumenism signify a denial of the papal primacy. He said no, and then we quoted Benedict XVI, who admitted that they do. But to prove the point, we need look no farther than his own Seton Hall University, where he went.
And got his degree.
Yeah, its official website declares, quote, this is supposedly a Catholic university, whether you are looking for a nearby synagogue, a Muslim group to join for Friday prayers, or an interfaith Bible study, campus ministry will connect you. So we see that in his own university, which purports to be Catholic, the massive rejection of Jesus Christ, rejection of the gospel, promotion of Judaism, encouragement of people to go to the synagogue is promoted, absolutely proving our point. They will connect you with apostasy. That's what the counter-church does.
And we've shown throughout the history of the church that we've had anti-popes. We've had 41 anti-popes. What the church teaches about anti-popes, how if they're manifest heretics, They would lose their office. If a true pope became a manifest heretic, he would lose his office. If he's a manifest heretic prior to his election, even if all the cardinals seem to elect him, no Catholic can accept him. His election is being valid. So these
All right,
are...
that's the time.
Okay.
So at this point, this
Yeah.
is the conclusion of the debate.
We would like to encourage all the people who hear this debate to get our 3 DVD package, which contains 10 programs, audio tapes, flyers, magazines, for only $8. And they can order that online at our website, www.mostholyfamilymonastery.com. That's MONASTERY.com. Or they can call us at 1-800-275-1126. Also, on our website, we have almost all of our videos online, which people can watch for free.